Hey there, welcome back friends. In this video we will talk about variables and assignment. So let's get started. Now friends, when it comes to variables, what exactly is a variable? For example, I type in a equals 20, then this means that we have assigned a name to a memory location where we have stored this data 20. That's it, right? Let me run this program. Output would be nothing, but now if we try to print a, then it should give us 20. Pretty simple. Now this a is what? This a is nothing but a name to a memory location. Now friends, take a note of it. For example, you know the programming, how to code in C, C++ or Java. In those programming language, we should give data type. For example, int x equals 25, for example. And now if I run this program, it will give us syntax error. What is the reason? The reason being, in here the data type is not required. When it comes to Python, Python follows the tendency of dynamic data typing, whereas programming language like C, C++, Java, they follow a statistical type of data where we have to give a data type to a variable, then only we can use it. Now in here, as the variable are of dynamic nature, the data in the variable could be anything. First of all, let me clear this line. Alright, so as we have the dynamic variables in Python, we can store any other data. For example, in here inside this a, if I enter my name, then will it work? Well, this should work, and here is my name, right? So when it comes to Python, a variable can store any type of data. For example, I type in a equals 1, 2, 3. So in here, this is what? This is definitely a list where we have different type of data. Again, can we run this? Definitely we can. Can we show the output? Here is the output. So everything is possible when it comes to Python. This is interesting. Now, for example, there is a requirement. We would like to calculate, for example, age of a person. So now finally let us create a couple of variables. For example, year of birth, right? And the year of birth could be like 1980, right? Then we can create a yet another variable, current year, for example 2020. All right, and then we can calculate age. So it could be like age equals current year minus year of birth, right? And if we calculate this, it will give us age. Now let me display age. It will give me the output. Now these type of operations are definitely preferred because by taking help of these variables, things are very simple. What we are calculating, what value is what, is very readable. So this is the advantage of variable. Now let's move forward and let us check a couple of things. As we have already seen that in Python, it follows a dynamic data type. So in here, if I type in again a equals 10, it is perfectly okay. We can again type in, for example, b equals 20, and we can type in c equals a plus b. Pretty simple, right? And finally we can print c. It will give us 30. Now for example, I update the value of a to 25.5 and then try to print the value of c. What would be the outcome? Definitely this will give us 30. Now when we are updating the value of a and then we are printing c, the assignment has been already done, right? So that is the reason why we are not getting a updated value. But for example, we want the updated value. Let me copy this, let me paste it in here, let me run this. Now let me print c. It will give us 45.5. Now why we are not getting any kind of error? Because integer and floating point numbers are compatible data types. Now for example, I try to update this value from here like this, a equals my name. Then what would be the outcome? Let me run this again. Here is the syntax error. It will say we cannot concatenate str string to int, right? So this is how we can get errors, and this is very difficult because, for example, we try to simply check the name of the variable, which is a. Using only the name of the variable, we cannot understand what could be the data type of this variable, and this is definitely a issue. So when it comes to Python, we need to be very cautious when we are changing the type of the data. If you can definitely change the type of the data under Python, but you need to cautious. You need to understand what would be the effect of the data type change of the variable. Now many a time we must have to check the type of the variable, and how we can do that? Simple. We will make use of this inbuilt method, which is type, and we will pass the variable, for example a, in here, and we get the output. Now these names, may it be str, may it be int, these are like keywords, and using these keywords, Python will let us know that what exact data type of the variable is. Now how to create a method is something which we will see later down the line, but this is a method type. All right. Now before ending this video, the notebooks, these practice notebooks where we add these small little codes, will be available to you. So try to download these from the project files, and the extension is IPython notebook, and definitely I have also shown you how to run IPython notebook in our setup videos. Alright, so having said this is all for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day and take care.